Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss him once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Hey, wow. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year, for sure, for millions and millions of people around the year, around the world. It's the best time of the year. And Lady Antebellum, wow, they really certainly lit up this one with a wonderful version, beautiful female vocalists that they have. And yeah, I heard their funeral song, their big hit. And now this is a holly jolly song from Lady Antebellum. Beautiful, beautiful, all the way. Lot of fun. Definitely this is a time of year where everyone's enjoying good food to eat most times of the day. A stiff drink or two to enjoy the chilly weather even a lot more and feel a bit warm. The interiors of the home, it's so well decorated, it's so warmly lit up at most times with the lights and the decorations and everything else. So definitely the most, and of course when you go out, wow, it's just marvelous everywhere. Whether it's your local grocery store or a supermarket or a mall or a cinema hall or a bowling alley, everywhere you go, it's literally lit up, it's decorated, it's just wonderful. It's definitely the best time of the year. What are your thoughts?
Very Merry Christmas from the Silva family. We have third member of the family at least sitting here to celebrate Christmas during our Christmas fest, and as Savi said, it's the best time of the year, whether in India or whether rest of the world, I guess, most parts of the world. It's the wonderful time that people spend during the winters. Most festivals in India, at least in our culture, and also Christmas, luckily happen to fall together, and we have so much in common that every day something or the other is happening that is fun, that is good, and children, especially children as well as elderly people and adults, they have a great time, you know. Just winter becomes something to look forward to just because of all these festivities. And in our family it is even more special because the festivities start months in advance because of the culture here. So it's just you know, it becomes icing on the cake kind of a thing when Christmas comes, because right after that there will be New Year. So we all keep on enjoying till literally Jan, or for us it ends with Holi in March. So it's just one of the things that we do every year that happens to be this fun. How about
what are your thoughts on this song of the Christmas season?
Well, I think it's a different take on it. I'm used to the one with a male vocalist. It sounds different. I think some of the lines may have been changed to unknowingly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the funeral song, but it seems like a unsuspectingly good Christmas carol and song.
Okay.
And I never heard the artist before Lady Antebellum, but I suppose that she has many more songs.
Perhaps.
It is in India. Christmas is a big thing for Christians.
Yeah.
Otherwise, most people celebrate it because of office holidays. That's the holidays are there. Christmas and New Year. Most people in this country
Yeah.
only know Christmas by name and usually take advantage of it only because of holiday.
There's holiday,
It's like
yes.
what do I say? It's an afterburner kind of festival. It's like the festival that ends on. It's
Yeah,
like there's no more
right,
festivities
right,
after this until March. It's a
Right,
long
right,
gap.
right.
So it's like there's no cheer. People exhausted already after celebrating Diwali and everything before that. It's just the last thing on the calendar. New Year, of course, is again the last. It's not as exuberant. It's somewhat better, but again, it's just the last thing to do.
Yeah, especially if you don't drink. Young children, then for them it's not that fun because most adults they have their own plans. So I am sure children may be missing out on some of the fun that
But they
adults
have
do.
all the sweets and everything.
I know, but the sweet gets
Yeah,
bit
but
too
yeah.
much during winter.
We have a
but
lot
the
to talk
sweets
about.
will
Let's
be,
move on to the next song. Amy Grant is
Yeah.
going to be part of our second song this Christmas Fest in this series. And she's going to sing Winter Wonderland. Let's get started
Let's
with
get
our
started
reaction
with
of
that
it
one.
right
Yes.
away.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird, who sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire, to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter, walking in a winter, walking in a winter, a wonderland.
Wow, beautiful, lovely, playful voice of Amy Grant. And wow, the music, it's like an
Yeah.
entire orchestra, that wonderful jazz, triumphant, joyful, festive music. And wow, just goes on and on so sweetly, so beautifully. Definitely makes you feel warm inside, even though it might be cold all around. It's a winter wonderland. It's white and Christmassy and snowy and everything. But with the voice it makes and the music makes you definitely feel festive and warm on the inside. Beautiful singing by Amy Grant, accompanied by this wonderful orchestra.
I like the jazz part too. It was wonderful, and I can't believe that you got the same thing that I did. That the song brings that warmth during the winter. The way she sang, the way it was all described by the fireplace and all. The very concept of Christmas or other festivals also in our culture being, falling during winter time is to keep people, doing something, keep people busy and keep people active during the winter months. Especially, in the past when we didn't have industries and things like that, and offices to report to. Most people were dependent on agrarian sector, and what would happen was at this time not much happens on the farms because you can't really grow. There is a hibernation kind of period for plants and all. So these festivals were kept especially during these months of the year, so that you can keep yourself active and not get depressed or not get lonely. Some parts of Europe, I know even now, where the population is really scanty, they feel depressed during winters because they don't have much to do and they have to be indoors because of snowfall all the time, or it's harsh winter. So it makes more sense to celebrate festivals during this time, and I love this song, the way it brings that warmth during this time of the year. I definitely enjoyed this one. And Christmas, the best timing for one of the festivals is Christmas, because it is the time when it is really cold, most parts, northern parts of the world, and then they have something to look forward to, something to celebrate, and something to rest, rest at a time when you really need it. And songs like these help that, aid it.
And I definitely like the sound of the bells in there.
Yeah.
Bells definitely make it more Christmassy. There's something about the bells and Christmas that go together.
People definitely like a lot of activities planned on Christmas, but I also like a relaxed Christmas. This one was for those who like it relaxed. You've worked a lot and worked very hard. This is the time you should just let your hair down and chill with your family. That's simple.
What are your thoughts on this one, Max?
Well, it is a winter wonderland, is the same. Back in America and Japan countries, they do want to have fun in the snow because it's a hibernation period, as a saying. But for those who recently experienced Christmas and they're from places that don't snow,
Right.
it is only for them it's truly a winter wonderland. For them it's a winter night where it's cold to sit at their home. They do not want to work and they want to come back home to let their hair down because it's so cold and it's bad electricity might go, who knows really.
It happens too.
So for people who come abroad or that experience the snow, it's a big deal for them. They're not going to be the ones in the house. They'll be the one who will be whole day, night outside throwing the snow around. They wouldn't stay home. It will be actual winter wonderland for them. For these people, it's pretty bad the winter, you have to say.
Right.
But after all, the circumstances will strike soon to these foreigners and they'll understand why you shouldn't be playing the wine. Okay.
So you're saying if you have guests over, especially if you live in places where it snows, for them it's a gala time because they enjoy
Yeah, because
the
they
snowfall.
don't know what snows like. They don't understand the seriousness of it.
Right.
But when they do understand how cold it is, they'll eventually become stuck at home like the others do. Because so cold. I mean, for people who don't live in cold climates, I mean, over here winter people think it's cold just because it's 20 degrees Celsius. Over there it would be what, 0 and
Negative.
below.
Negative.
So it'll be so cold.
We have a lot more to go.
Let's move on to
Look
the
forward
next
to.
one.
It's Carol of the Bells. Let's
I
get
love
started
Carol of
with
the
the
Bells
third
by anyone.
reaction in this series of our Christmas Fest. Thank you for joining us. If you would like to request songs for us in the new year, definitely check out our Patreon page. The link is in the description box of every single video on our channel. Let's get started with this third song, Carol of the Bells, the version
by CIMORELLI.
CIMORELLI.
Yes.
Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, big and the bold. Ding dong, that is their song. With joyful ring, dong caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, holly palm, raising the sound. Oh, hill and dance, all their tones. Gaily they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Dawn without end, a joyful tone to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, big and the bold. Ding dong, that is their song. With joyful ring, dong caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, holy palm, raising the sound. Oh, hill and dance, all their tones. Gaily they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Dawn on this end, dawn without end, a joyful tone to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Ding dong, ding dong.
Wow. This one singer throughout, literally non-stop, singing from start to finish so beautifully. Definitely extremely accomplished young talent displayed by this artist. just going on and on and on, talking about it, singing about it so beautifully. Oh, it's just beautiful to hear this Carol of the Bells sung so beautifully and wonderfully by this artist CIMORELLI. Oh, it's like a whole orchestra. I'm sure it's kind of like an orchestra or choir on their own, rather, not an orchestra but a choir. Oh, it just sounded so good.
Carol of the Bells is something that you get hooked onto, or it stays with you for longer. So when you get onto YouTube and you want to listen to one Carol of the Bells, many more come. And whatever I have heard so far, I like all versions of it. It is one of the carols, if we can call it a carol. It's universally good, equally good. No matter who sings, it always has that impact. It always has that hair-raising experience when you listen to it.
Yeah, in this movie Home Alone, I remember the Carol of the Bells so beautifully captured. He's gone to the church, he's praying, he sees the choir practicing, and then he comes out of the church and this starts, this grand Carol of the Bells instrumental starts. I remember the scene so well. Every time I hear anyone's version of Carol of the Bells, Home Alone, that scene comes to mind. It was so beautifully captured in the movie. And literally anyone who's watched Home Alone will realize what I'm talking about because it's so beautifully captured. Home Alone is not exactly a Christmas movie.
But it is a Christmas movie.
But you think of Christmas and you think of the movie Home Alone.
Yeah.
It's just so beautifully made. So yeah, Carol of the Bells, definitely Home Alone, the scene are coming out of the church comes to mind almost instantly as he's preparing to fight these thieves who are going to hit his home.
Home Alone is paradoxically or reversely or whatever, weirdly connected to Christmas. Whenever a Christmas season is there, you want to watch Home Alone.
Especially the first part especially. Second part actually is more so because it's around Christmas time, it's a toy store and everything. But the first part, Home Alone, because of the music, because of the way everything is done, it's just beautiful. It's masterly.
How do you like
Well, as you people are talking Home Alone, it does seem like a good song for it. And yes, it is bad. The Home Alone is supposed to be around Christmas Eve, the movie. But the issue is he has to spend it home alone as a saint. His family is going to celebrate Christmas, but he still has to spend it at home and defend his home. That's how it is. The song has a lot of impact. The ding dong does have a rhythm to it. There's also rhythm to it.
That's the best part of it.
And also the Merry, 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 Merry Christmas.
And,
Merry, 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 Merry
and
Christmas.
think about it, there's in English grammar, there's something in term for when you add human qualities to non-living things. What do you?
Personification.
Yes, personification. That's what has been used here for the bells. Because the bells are giving a message as if they're humanized.
Yeah, it's humanized, personified. True.
So that's it for this series of Christmas Fest. Join us for further series. All three of us will be there hopefully. That's it from this one. Goodbye and Merry Christmas.